last name?
Last name, Shuri.
Shuri. So guess where you get her name from? Slave master. That you didn't get it from a slave master. You get it from your freedom fighters. Beautiful. That's good. Because we know Haiti had a successful revolution, and they were able to set up a colony that inspire others. However, they are still speaking French, and when Toussaint overthrow went to France, hoping that he would be treated as a dignitary, what they did? Lock him up, give him a nice meal, put him on the table to eat, and after the meal, they say, "Come, let me show you something. We're carrying you down in a dungeon," and leave him to die. In the winter, kill him, because they say, "You nigger ain't gonna rise up against me. You're disrespecting me. I'm the great, powerful white man." So my brother, based on the Bible, this is thousands of years before you was even sent to the land of Haiti. This was prophesied. Since we leave Egypt, God told Moses to speak to the children of Israel. So we're confirming that according to the Bible, you are of the sons of Israel, from the tribe of Levi, according to the Bible. And Levites were the priesthood.
That's right.
Those were the priests of Israel. So what does God require of you? What do you think God has requirement of you? You think you were just born by accident, or you came on the earth with a purpose? What is God's plan for you?
I was living here for long, so I want my God do nothing for me.
Right, you want God to do many things for you, but guess what? There's only one condition that God can do things for us. Because we turned our back on God, that's why we were punished. Remember, God said we did not listen. Part of the disobedient act and the punishment was slavery. Slavery is not just an accident, it was God who allowed it to happen for disobedience. So how can we change this equation now? So we're going to tell you what God requires of you, since you know that you are Israel.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So God has requirement for every man, especially the nation of Israel. God has requirement. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
So God said, I need you to fear me. What does that mean? It means as soon as you hear the name of God, you're running? No. It means like a parent give instructions, and when you disobey the instructions, he's going to take his belt off and share some lashes. My young sisters, how are you doing? You want to come and discuss and just...
We are hungry.
Oh, or when you finish eating, you can pass, alright? Nice excuse. Alright, read.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
So God wants us to understand that if God said not to do something, I ain't going to do it. That's the fear. There's a judgment, there's a repercussion. God wants you to walk in all his ways. Read.
And to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes.
So God wants you to do what?
Keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes.
So guess what, brother? Name me one commandment that you know God give. You see, there's a reason why I asked you that. Name me one commandment that God give. Yeah, name me one. Exodus 20. You can see. You know how many commandments? You see, this is the point. We were never taught this by our enemies. We were never taught the commandments by our enemies because they did never wanted us to know that we have requirements of God. If they teach us these commandments, they have to tell you who they are and why they brought us in the condition of slavery. Why are they allowing us to be a destroyed people, not knowing who we are, walking around the place, calling ourselves Haitian by the names that they give us? You understand, brother? Because Haitian is not an indigenous name where you brought with you. That's a name that was given to you, although you fought and still set up a country on your own. Read.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
So God said that we should have no other God before me. So my question to you is this, my brother. What does God looks like according to the Bible? If God said that there's a command. This is part of the so-called 10 commandments, because they're far more than 10. So the question is, what does God looks like?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word